jerseys. We got the Mystery Machine in the blue jerseys. And the Edmonton Silvertips in the white. This is a game in our men's elite competitive division. Ball's dropped and we're underway here. Clean draw win by Sean Fair. The Machine move it ahead now. Brought in over the line, chipped ahead. They gained the zone there. Nice play, batted out of the air by Fair. The Mystery Machine currently holding a 2-0 record. The Silvertips from Edmonton at 1-1. Brought in over the blue line by the Silvertips. Shot towards the net and the early goal. Wow, goaltender Mikey Williams did not see that one coming. Just like that, the Silvertips find the back of the net. Looks like number 67, Nolan Musey, found the back of the net there. Wasn't quite sure who deflected it along the way. It's definitely interesting. The Silvertips wearing white Whalers jerseys. It's a good thing they're not going with the name Whalers, or else we'd have 3 different Whalers in this tournament. It's already confusing enough with 2 of them. Battle for it along the boards here. Picked up by the Silvertips. Shot coming in, stopped there by Williams, and it went up out of play. Big shot there by Thomas Scholba. Ball's dropped here. A vendor wins the draw, sends it back. Pass across, moved ahead now. David Griffin. A vendor gains the line there. Griffin with it now. Griffin takes it back to the point. Played now at the point. Shot there right into the glove of Darren Lodge off the shot by Brody Jennings. So about a minute and a half, well exactly a minute and a half into this one. We are at 1-0 in favor of the Silvertips, who are looking for their second win. Back to the point. Jennings with it now. And ball is stopped there by Lodge. And so the face-off will come up to the left side of him. Ball back to the point. That shot was blocked. Ball's up in the air. Trying to glove it down. Jennings picks it up. And he scores. Jennings finds the back of the net and makes it 1-1. So back and forth we go here, folks. Buckle up for this one. Carried in now. Knocked across. Mystery Machine looked to set it up here. Mystery Machine dump it in. That was Dylan Churchwell sending it towards the net. The 2 players bump bodies there a little bit. Nice play at the line there to keep it in. Matt Moore moves around. Pardon me, that's Sean Fair. Tried to take the shot. Moved ahead now by the Silvertips. That's Aries that carries it ahead now. Aries tried to chip it through, and that one is dumped in. That one goes down into the corner. Sent ahead, picked up now. And that one will go down for an icing as he was looking for Tyler Stubber, but Stubber could not get that one. Ball's dropped here. Silvertips move it ahead. That one is poked away. And it looks like he will be assessed a tripping penalty there. That was Aries taking down number 98, Phil Furnack, who's also one of our referees in this tournament, so it was interesting watching a fellow referee get taken out. Face off won by the Silvertips. Back to the point. Silvertips cycle it. Down into the corner. Back up to the point. Shot there. Hits the side of the net. Battle for it along the boards, and it looks like that one will go down, but of course it's not an icing as the Mystery Machine are on the penalty kill here. Gain the zone. Opportunity here. Nice save by Williams. And that one goes out of the zone. So these Silvertips will have to reset here. Gain the zone. And a big shot there by Phillip goes just wide. Back to the point here. Number 67, Musey looks to set up. Goes across. That shot, side of the net. Tried to quickly go back to the point. Just a little bit too much juice on that one. They gain the zone there. Move it back to the point. Musey with it now. Sends it down to the point. Tipped in front. Goes wide. Sends it back up to the point. Shot across. Back to the middle. Having to look around. Hits the side of the net. Mikey Williams quickly puts the net back on. Pass across. Pass in front. Couldn't find a stick. Nice move at the side of the net to the middle there. And that one hits the back of the net. Nice call there by referee Corey Moore to catch that one. As that one just hit the inside of the net and came straight back out. So that will make it 2-1 in favor of the Silvertips. Jennings with it now. Jennings cuts through the middle, in over the blue line. And a penalty being assessed to the Silvertips, a tripping call. So the Mystery Machine will head to the power play. It looks like a new center having to be sent in there. Chance in front. Oh, wow. What a save by Darren Lodge. Ooh. But the around-the-world glove slave. Surely Fair thought he was going to find the back of the net there, but Lodge said, "How do you do?" and found that one. Mystery Machine looking to set up here as they now trail 2-1, looking to tie this game back up. That shot was blocked, I think, off his own player in front of the net there, and that one will come out of the zone. About 1:30 to go here on the power play for the Mystery Machine. Tried to make a move through the middle there. Shot there, pad stop by Lodge. Shot there, went down into the corner. Mystery Machine with some nice cycling here on the power play. Side of the net opportunity here. Pass across. That shot taken by Fair was blocked and went up and out of play. Pass across, a Vendor with it now. That shot was blocked. Pass back to the point, goes back to a Vendor. Back to the point, and they score. A Vendor sends that one over to number 12, who finds the back of the net. That's David Griffin with the goal. And that ties the game at 2-2. So with 7:49 to play here in the first period, about halfway through, we are tied at 2-2. Smith with it on the side of the net there, tried to chip it through. Centering pass was broken up by Jennings. Tried to send that one ahead. Battle for the ball now. Galen after it in the corner. Galen makes the centering pass. Him and Casey Evans got tied up a little bit there. Carried ahead now by the Silvertips. They send it in the zone. Saunders with it the other way. Saunders carries it in now. Saunders tried to make the centering pass. Unfortunately, he was a little bit off the mark. Silvertips with it now. Casey Evans chips it in. Phil sends it across, picked off. Sent ahead. Galen unfortunately dropped the twig there. Carried into the zone. Battle for it in the corner. And it looks like a holding call being assessed here. That's a holding on James Saunders. So the Silvertips will head to the power play here. So with 6:40 to play here, the Silvertips will head to a power play. And he scores. Philip Fernack finds the back of the net. And that will make it 3-2 for the Silvertips. Moved ahead now by the Mystery Machine. Pass to the middle. Shot coming in. Rebound. And play is blown down. A few players scuffling in front of the net here. Don't think any penalties will be assessed here. Just a bit of a scrum in front of the net is all. Oh, it looks like they might actually both be going here. Probably just coincidentals for roughing. We'll wait to see the call here. So it looks like both guys got a 4 and both guys got a 2. They both got high sticks and they both got rough-ins is what it looks like. So
One guy got unsportsmanlike, actually.
Unsportsmanlike, okay.
The mystery machine guy got unsportsmanlike, and the other guy got roughed. Which is confusing.
So it should even out, but they're sorted. Should be 6 minutes of penalties on both sides. So I would presume both guys are just in the box for 6 and we'll play 5-on-5, but we'll wait to see what's going to happen here. So it looks like the result is actually a power play. So there might have just been one 4-minute penalty and then 2 twos. Yeah, so there was a high stick called and then the other 2 minutes offset each other. So it'll be a power play here for the Mystery Machine, who trail 3-2 in this one, so they will look to take the lead here. And play is stopped there. Is that home? No.
My bad, that was supposed to be. I mixed it up.
Shot there from the point goes wide. Kept in at the point. A vendor with it at the point here. Play forward along the boards. Sends it back to the point. A vendor with the shot in front. Ball bouncing around here. Back to a vendor once again. A vendor will have a look around. Passes it across. Back to a vendor again. Sends it over to Griffin. Griffin puts that one high and wide. So the Silvertips will dump that one down here. That one's sent around by goaltender Mikey Williams. Bruce with it now. Bruce chips it into the zone. Settled down here. Back to Jennings at the point. Jennings with it now. Sends it across to a vendor. Moving it around a little bit here. Across. Shot. Stopped. Rebound. It's loose. A vendor picks it up down in the corner. He sends it back up to the point. Across. A vendor still has it here. That one is in. Sean Fair finds the back of the net. And that will tie this game at 3 goals apiece with 4 minutes to go here in the period. And the shots are actually now 14-6 in favor of the Mystery Machine. They've certainly been the busier of the two teams, but Darren Lodge has made some solid saves so far, keeping his team in it, and Silvertips have capitalized with 2 power play goals. Opportunity here now for Galen. He takes it down into the corner. He's got Frank Arnold all over him there. No call being assessed on the play. Centering pass there. Put just wide. That one is chipped ahead. Back to the point. Kieran Smith trying to make a break to the middle there. Shot coming in from the point. Ball's loose. Back to the point. Back to the point here by the Mystery Machine. Sends it over to Aries. Aries sends it across. Stopped there by Lodge. And the Silvertips send it down. In all honesty, was looking like a bit of a power play there for the Mystery Machine. It was a bit of a fire drill in their own zone for the Silvertips, but they survived. And offside is the call. One of the players was a little frustrated about the late shot there on the offside call. In all honesty, though, he kind of shot that almost just as the offside was being called. I didn't think it was that late. Ball's dropped here and won by the Mystery Machine, who chip it ahead. Opportunity here was stopped by Lodge. To the middle now. Mystery Machine dump it in towards the net. Silvertips with it behind their own net. Send it across. They move it ahead now. Bring it in over the blue line. Send it down into the corner, and they will just flip it around the other side for Phil. Phil has a look around. Cuts to the middle. Tries to get a shot off, but he had a couple guys all over him there. Takes a spill there. And Sean Fair gets assessed the tripping penalty. So it looks like the Silvertips will head to yet another power play in which they've already scored 2 power play goals. Silvertips try to keep it in the zone here. They do. Sends it across. Now they'll look to set it up. Pass back to the point. That shot, or pass, pardon me, goes across. Nice cycling here. Looking to get the shot off, can't. He's got a pass open there, but a vendor is quickly out to cut that angle off, so they can't get a shot off. And they score once again. Phil sends it in front, and number 22, Tyler Stuber, banks that one home, and that will put the Silvertips up 4-3. So with 1:24 to go in the first period, it has been an absolute goal fest out here with 7 goals in this contest already. And the score 4-3 in favor of the Silvertips. The Mystery Machine have certainly had their fair share of penalty troubles in this one. They might want to clean up that in hopes of winning this game, as the 3 power play goals against them have certainly hurt them, because if you take those out of the equations, they'd be leading 3-1 right now. And 5-on-5, I'd say Mystery Machine have been the better side, but the Silvertips have been perfect on the power play here so far, finding the back of the net 3 times. Definitely a lethal power play, and I'm sure something the other teams will take notice to as we progress here in this tournament, as based on what I've seen, these are certainly 2 teams who are likely to end up on the elite side of things. And there's another one. Wow. What a pass from number 91, Liam Gallagher, over the Thomas Scholba. And that makes it 5-3, and the goal announcer hadn't even finished announcing the previous goal, and they find the back of the net once again. Bit of a breakout game here for the Silvertips so far, as I know they won their first game yesterday, but they lost earlier today and looked like they could bounce back. And if this score holds, them and the Mystery Machine would both have 2-1 records, and likely would make them both good enough for being in the elite division for the playoff rounds. Carried ahead now. Silvertips just managed to get back on side there, and now time expires. So that will be a 5-3 Silvertips lead at the end of the first period. I can certainly say I did not see that one coming. All right, looks like we are just about ready to step back into action here for the second period. Not sure what the hold up here is. Looks like we're all set now, though. Ball's dropped, and here we go. Mystery Machine carry it just outside their own blue line here. And that one will be called for an offside. So that will bring the face-off all the way back here. Just outside the Mystery Machine zone, as that was a long pass there. That was, unfortunately for them, just a hair offside. Banked off the boards here. Mystery Machine with it behind the net. Backhanded in front by Fair. He looks to settle it down. Gets the shot through. Rebound was there for a moment. Picked up. Back to Fair in the corner. That shot rebound was there. And the Silvertips survive that onslaught there with Colby Koshak and Sean Fair creating all kinds of havoc in front of the net. Looks like both teams will send out new lines here. The shots are actually 18-8 in favor of the Mystery Machine, but Silvertips have just been very efficient, scoring 5 goals on just 8 shots. That one is picked off. Might be an opportunity here for the Silvertips. Down in the corner now. Player takes a bit of a spill here. We'll see what the result of this play is. So it looks like there's at least a couple penalties being assessed here, so we'll wait to see the result.
Ladies watching, gotta perform. Ladies watching, gotta perform.
So it looks like the result here is 5-on-5. Don't know how many penalties went out there. Looks like it might have been 2 apiece.
Always forget this part.
So play will carry on at 5-on-5 here, with just over a minute into the second period.
Phil Fairnack.
Ball's dropped here and we're finally back underway after all that gets sorted out. Sent across. That shot went wide of the net. And a vendor chips that one up out of play. That one is flipped ahead now. Mystery Machine after it here. Shot there. Player goes down. Pass back to the point, and Williams steers that one up out of play. So the face-off will come up here in the Mystery Machine zone. Moved ahead now by the Mystery Machine. They send it across. Through the middle here. Opportunity now. That shot was blocked. Nice block there by Adam Kube. And they score. Goal there by number 7, Colby Koshak. And now with it being a 5-4 game, the Mystery Machine are back within 1, and they just need to stay out of the box. That's definitely been their Achilles heel in this one. As I say that, the penalty is being assessed. And it looks like the call is actually coming against the Silvertips this time, so the Mystery Machine will head to a power play now. So with 12:55 to go, Mystery Machine will line up on the power play here and look to tie this one up. Face off long here by the Mystery Machine. Teeing up for the shot. That one went high and wide of the net. Battle for it on the side of the net here. Comes back to the point. Mystery Machine battle to keep it in here. Koshak with it to the middle. Fair couldn't get the shot off though. And the Silvertips dumped that one down. Moved ahead now by the Mystery Machine. Chipped in. After it in the corner. Back up to the point. Jennings sends it back. Fair with it now. Fair sends it across. That one hops over the stick there of Holden. Holden with it now. Tries to send it to the net, and the Silvertips are able to clear that one away. Opportunity here. Smiley with the shot. Rebound is there. Lodge steered it aside. Jennings sends it back up to the point. Griffin carries it in now. Dishes it to Jennings. Jennings walks in. Was looking for Holden at the back door there. Couldn't find him though. Shot there from Jennings. Was steered aside by Lodge. And Lodge comes up with the glove save. The Mystery Machine really starting to pile the shots on here, as they're out shooting the Silvertips 23-9. Looks like 11 minutes to go here. The Mystery Machine elect to call a timeout. As this is a pretty crucial power play for them, as they want to find a way to tie this one up. Face off won by the Mystery Machine. They send it back to the point. Aries sends it across. Shot there goes high and wide. A vendor with it now. That shot is blocked in front. And that will do it for the penalty kill. But the Silvertips were able to dump that one out before the penalty expired. And the face-off will now come up inside the Silvertips end. Ball dropped here. Sent up the boards. Back to the point. That one was blocked. Behind the net here. Silvertips move it around. Stretch pass there was knocked aside. No icing though. Silvertips with it now. Chip it ahead. Little chip and play go here. Number 91 tried to run it through. Picked off by the Mystery Machine. They carry it in. Takes it all the way back to the point here. Dumps that one in. Shot towards the net. Oh, that shot went just wide. Colby Koshak with the nice play there to keep it in. Battle for it behind the net here. Sent around the other side. Sent through the middle. Sends it back. Send that one across. Mystery Machine carried it in. And it looks like that one will go down for an icing. With 9:06 to play. The score is still 5-4 for the Silvertips here. Who lead despite only have 10 shots on goal to the Machine's 23. Behind the net here by the Silvertips. They move it ahead there. Pass by Frank Arnold. Down into the zone for Stuber. Up the boards now. A vendor carries it in now. They gain the zone. Opportunity here for Fair. Backhander was looking for Koshak, who couldn't get the shot off. That one is stopped. Battle for the ball here. A vendor tries to pick that one off. Koshak with it. He sends it back to the point. That one is flipped down into the corner where a vendor goes to collect it. A vendor having a look around. He'll send that one back to Griffin. Griffin with it at the point. Griffin moves it around. His shot couldn't get through traffic there. Phil with it, he dishes it off to number 22, Stuber. Stuber sends it across for 67 there, Musi. His shot was blocked. Ball comes across. Silvertips work it around the outside here. Phil with it now, tries to make a cut to the middle. It's picked off. Might be a breakaway here. Opportunity. And there was a high stick there, but Silvertips touched it before it was played. Mystery Machine go and collect it in their own zone here. They send it around. Might have an opportunity here. In over the blue line. They look to send it back to the point. Shot there, rebound into the corner. Shot towards the net was blocked. Saunders with it now in the corner. He tries to send it back to the point. That one is swatted in. Rebound is there, and that one will go down. Icing is waved off. So Williams out of his net to play it. He'll send it around the other side. Smith makes the pass ahead. Saunders with it now. Saunders is not able to get around the defender. Opportunity now for the Mystery Machine. Saunders with a good forecheck here. That one flipped ahead. Held in at the line here. Sent across to a vendor. Oh, that one was tipped just wide by Galen, who was looking to deflect that one into the back of the net. A vendor with it behind, and he flips it just behind the net. A vendor with it now. He sends it back to the point. Shot from the point goes just wide, and Darren jumps on top of that one. Just over 5 minutes to play here. The Mystery Machine looking for that pivotal tying goal here, trailing by 1. Ball's dropped. Face off won by the Mystery Machine, and that one was blocked on its way to the net. Kept in at the line here, over to a vendor. The vendor has a look around. Tried to send it over there to Fair. That one goes down into the Mystery Machine zone. They pick it up behind the net. Stretch pass there. Carried in. Moved ahead now by the Silvertips. It's number 10, Greg Rayburn, who was carrying it ahead there. He makes the pass forward. Chipped in, but that one was picked off. Moved ahead now by the Mystery Machine. They gain the line, but it's picked off there by Frank Arnold, and he sends it ahead. That one goes wide of the net. Behind the net here now. Silvertips moving it around. Pass across. A vendor tries to chip it by him there. Couldn't get to the ball. Arnold sent it in front. Just about deflected home. Opportunity now here. Sends it back. Oh, what a save. Rebound, and he scores. Number 8, Mike Holden, stays with it and is able to find the back of the net. So with 3:41 to play now, we are tied at 5s. I'd say we've certainly entered next goal wins territory in this one, but seeing as it is a round robin game, should this game end in a tie, there will be no shootout or overtime or anything like that. Tie will be a tie. Moved ahead now. Pass across. Mystery Machine keep it in the zone here. But Smith is picked off. Battle for it along the boards here. Smith sends it back in. They could not gain the zone. And Aries is assessed the body penalty there. So it looks like 2 penalties were assessed on the play. So I think this will be a 5-on-3 coming up here. Coming out of the break here, I think a call timeout might have been called. Certainly a big opportunity here for the Silvertips, who have been quite deadly on the power play here today, scoring 3. That was a very unnecessary penalty to be taken there. Costly one. Just after they tied the game as well. So now, it'll be a 5-on-3. For 2 minutes. 2:43 the play here in the period. Big 5-on-3 opportunity. Mystery Machine with a big face-off win here, as that kills some valuable time here on the 5-on-3. Silvertips carried ahead now. They gained the zone. Big rumblings from the Mystery Machine's bench. It looks like a penalty coming up on the Silvertips now. That should make things 5-on-4. So 2:09 the play, and the trip to the or the penalty box parade continues here. Face off here won by the Silvertips. They move it ahead now. Send it into the zone. Stop there by Williams, and he'll cover that one up. Moved ahead now by the Silvertips. Number 67, Musey. He brings it in over the line, sends it back to him. Musey sends it across. Shot goes high and wide. Back to Musey at the point. Pass back to Musey again. That shot was blocked, but stays in play. Battle for it behind the net, comes around. They continue to move it around. And now in the last minute of the play, we return to 5-on-5. Final 30 seconds now. Mystery Machine move it ahead. Battle for it in the middle there. That one comes out of the zone. Mystery Machine are able to tag up here. Might have had one last opportunity there. Unfortunately got away from him. Phil moves it ahead now. He tries to make a move through. That one's broken off. 10 seconds to go. Might be one last chance here, but that one was picked off. Final few seconds of play here. Player in the corner takes a bit of a spill there. last 1.1 seconds here, and that'll do it. Game ends in an exciting 5-5 tie. So both these teams will pick up 1 point. We'll hang tight for a moment here to await the players of the game. There's certainly plenty to choose from, as that game had no shortage of excitement to it. So for the Mystery Machine, it was number 12, David Griffin. And for the Silvertips, number 22, Tyler Stuber. So that will do it for us here. And we'll be back very shortly